Hello, David Wallimann here, and this is Ask Wallimann episode 3. Let's get started. The first question is from Matt, who's asking, how do you break out of improvisational habits? You know, playing the same licks over and over, and your improvs kind of sound the same each time. If that's the case, that means that your improvisation is directed by your fingers. You're kind of not involved with the process. Your fingers are just going towards the comfort zones, repeating the licks that they know will work, most of the time pentatonic-based licks. And that's your problem right there. You've got to reclaim ownership on the music. Your mind, your inner ear, Steve Vai calls it the inner ear, but your inner musician needs to be in control of the music that you're producing. And it's easy to let your fingers gain that control. So the way that you can regain control is to exteriorize yourself from the improv, listen to what you're playing, and don't be afraid of silences. Play a very simple idea. It doesn't even have to be with a backing track. You're developing that taking control of your music again. So you play a simple idea and you pause for a minute and you listen to it. And then you ask yourself, how can I develop that into something different? Not completely different, just slightly different. So you play an idea and you try to replay it in as many ways as you can. What really helped me in developing my improvisational skills was to do videos like this. I've been doing YouTube videos for about 8 years now, and the speech that I'm having with you has evolved throughout the years. My first videos were scripted. They were a little uncomfortable. Now nothing is scripted. I'm just talking to you like I would to a friend. And that kind of forces me to organize my thoughts better because I'm not getting a direct feedback from you. I'm talking to a camera. I'm pretending that I'm not, and I know that I'm not eventually, but there's that camera in front of me. So that forces me to make sure that everything that I'm sharing with you is understood. It means that I might repeat some ideas. I might slow down my train of thought to really be understood because I don't have the chance that I would in a real conversation to gather questions from you or social cues. I don't get that. And so that really helped my improvisation because I kind of naturally transferred all the things that I've learned by doing these videos, public speaking, to the guitar, where I would slow things down, develop my ideas, make sure that one idea led to the next with a smooth transition without jumping from one idea to the next. And that really helped my phrasing, I think. So think of it as a public speaking exercise with your instrument. It's almost like you're talking to a kid where you have to dumb things down a little bit so that they can really understand. The ideas that you have musically that you want to express are foreign to the listener. So you've got to introduce them gradually and gently before throwing the most complex and exciting musical idea that you have. You've got to ease the listener in by gently pulling him in and add a lot of silences in your improv so that the listener can digest that. I hope you take that to heart, and I hope that helps your own improvisational skills. Next question is from Nicholas, who's asking me, how do you stay motivated in achieving your goals, both in guitar and in real life? I think the key for me has been to be willing to give up some of your ideas. You change as life goes on, and if you're attached to an idea that you had at first so much that you don't even realize that you lost interest in that idea, that can slow you down. So be open to changes that will happen in your life. However, if you have an idea that is really close to your heart and that remains the same, for me, the best way to reach that goal has been to really work on that idea whenever I felt like doing it, whenever it brought me the most joy, because that's when I'm the most productive. If you're working too hard on achieving one of the ideas, you might start taking shortcuts, and that's where you're going to lose the joy of making something, and in the end, people are going to feel that. And even if it's not an idea that is shareable with the world, you're going to start to feel that in your idea. So work on it when you feel the most energized. You'll discover that as you go. Maybe it's in the morning, maybe it's in the evening, and set aside time to work towards that idea and be willing to change, and don't take yourself too seriously because there's so much more to life than just musical achievement or a career goal, or there's a lot more to it. But anyways, have fun with it. This question is from Conrad. Do you have any advice for someone starting out on YouTube? How do you build traction? My strategy from the start was to talk to you as I would talk to a friend. And I almost picture you. I don't know how you look like, but I feel that there's this connection. Yeah, I'm looking at a camera, but I know that behind the camera, you're watching me. And that has really helped me produce regular videos and keep that thing growing without getting too discouraged. If you look at the numbers, you might get discouraged, and I've been discouraged. And as a matter of fact, to be completely honest, I'm in one of those valleys right now where I feel a little discouraged. I've been at YouTube for 8-9 years, and I have 57,000 subscribers. I think I did almost 900 videos to this day. It's a lot of work, tons of work. And then guys like Jared Dines, which I love, absolutely love his videos, or Rob Scallon come on the scene, and their channel is huge. I completely get why, though. They're great. They're so creative, and they deserve their success. I'm a huge fan of those guys. But I can't help to feel a little bit discouraged because it's easy to compare yourself to other channels that might be a little younger than yours and just went crazy up. And so it's hard. It's difficult, but in the end, I've got to remind myself that it doesn't matter. I'm making the video for you, right? There's always this nagging thought that, oh man, you could be more successful. You could have a lot more views. You could be a star. It's kind of there. It kind of speaks to you in your ear, putting you down, but don't listen to that voice. Do it for the right reasons, which can be multiple. Like maybe it makes you happy. Maybe you use YouTube as a journal, an outlet. I'm doing it because I love having this connection. Being self-employed, I work in this room most of the time, and I don't really have much interaction with the world. And so that's kind of the reason I started doing this. And I love you guys, so it's really fun. But anyways, you wanted practical tips. I don't know if I'm the right guy for that. Just be yourself and be regular. And if you feel that it's taking you down, take a break. I recently did that. I took a couple months off to finish the album and that kind of thing. But don't take it too seriously. Have fun with it. I don't know if it's much of a good answer, but that's my answer. That's it for now. If you have more questions, leave them below. Don't miss next Friday because I've got a new series coming out on building a song. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do to be up to date on future videos. Thanks for watching this. I'll see you next time.